Well, yes, you can. There's search reports that you can do in your Seller Central. So if you go to, in Seller Central, if you go to business reports, then under ASIN, you want to click on the details page. You can get all that information from there, and it's reasonably okay. But as soon as you start doing paid advertising, you get a whole new level of data, which is what George was talking about earlier. You get a whole new level of data, which takes it to a whole different level. Steve, I believe that also answers your question for you too, Steve MacArthur. So you can get good data by going into business reports and then doing an ASIN search report. You can get good data there, but the next level of data comes from when you're doing PPC, and then you can see all sorts of additional things as well. Final question, and then we're going to move over to our questions in the question area. This is from John Burnell. Is John on? John is on. Howdy, John. How are you, mate? So John says, when is Neil coming back down under? I'll answer that in just a second. Any info on an Amazon Fresh start date? And what is the latest on how long it takes to get yourself onto Amazon? Amazon Fresh will definitely come once Amazon FBA goes into alpha, so comes out of beta, goes into alpha. The next phase of the process will be Amazon Fresh. I'm waiting for that too, so I'm looking forward to that. How long is it taking to get access to sell now? Again, there is no rhyme nor reason, which sucks, but it's just the way it is. And I'm seeing it take 1 day. So I know people who've just applied, and literally the next day they get their email back to say yes. And I know people who are still waiting 9 weeks after applying when it first went live. So I've seen both. I do know, however, that Amazon has now taken on more people into that department that where sellers get access. They've taken on more people. If you look at the jobs that get advertised on Amazon.com, and you look at what got advertised in Australia, in Melbourne and in Sydney, that was one of the things that got advertised. So they're taking on new people into that. So I can assume that there was a bottleneck due to a number of people going in, and they're working their way through that bottleneck. But how they're doing that is in a very ad hoc way. I know that sucks, John, but it's just the way it is, mate. And then as far as me and what I'm up to, well, currently, as you know, we are living here in Portugal, and we're having a great time. And all the time, our strategy is this: we stay in a place until we get bored. That's kind of our strategy. And when we get bored, we go and move somewhere else. So we still have our properties in Australia, and that's still all there. With our two daughters, Isabella, who's 10, and Charlotte, who's 5. They're both at international schools. They're at the same international school as it happens. And so what we're thinking is that we're going to, whilst they're at the age where it's okay for us to keep moving them around, particularly Isabella, my oldest daughter, then we're going to keep letting them experience different cultures, different ways of living. And then around about, year 9, I guess, ready for 9, 10, 11, 12. That's the most important schooling, we think. Then we'll be settled in one area, and that will be, of course, Australia. So she can go through the schooling system and be okay with that for her final years. But where next? Well, my youngest daughter, Charlotte, wants to move to Japan. She is just obsessed with Japan. She wants us to go to Japan. And my eldest daughter, Isabella, wants us to go to Italy next. So I don't know. I don't know when I'll be back in Australia. We're kind of just living that nomadic sort of online lifestyle that being an Amazon entrepreneur gives you. And while we can, we're milking it for all it's worth, because we know that once Isabella gets to a certain age, then that will all have to stop, and we'll have to kind of be a lot more static for her schooling. So, but that's our current plan, John. Probably Italy and Japan is a toss-up between the two next. When will that happen? I'm not sure. Probably we're looking already at moving this year, though. So we're already saying, what about June? Let's go somewhere else. So yeah, it's not for everybody, but it's a way that we love to live our lives, John. Hey, Neil here. Just before you go away, that was a question that I got asked on my regular Monday night Q&A session, which I have with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. So if you're interested in joining us as an Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, then you can click on the link below to find out a lot more about that. And also, as a special thank you for watching this video, I've got a great book that I want to give you for free. It's a current bestseller on Amazon, and it teaches you everything that you would need to know about starting a business here in Australia on Amazon. So you can see that just up there. So if you'd like to get a copy of that for free, then again, just click on the link below and you'll get a copy of that. You'll get taken to a page where you can get a copy of that for absolutely free. Hope you enjoyed that little snippet from one of my Aussie Online Entrepreneur Q&A sessions, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel and also like this video. And if you've got a question that you would like answering, then post it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer it, whether on one of these videos for you or directly in the comments directly below. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on the next of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs Amazon FBA Australia videos. See you soon.